Hello, my fellow recusants, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy X-2. We're just going to be going through the Comspheres here at the moment. So for Besaid, you're going to have to basically tune in and tune out 3 different times. So that was number 1 and number 2. And then when you log in the 3rd time, you'll get a scene with Waka. And then you're going to have to log in and log back out 3 more times to get to the 6th iteration to get another scene with Becklam. And then we move on to Kilika Port. So for Kilika, you need to watch once where nothing's going to happen. You need to watch a 2nd time for a scene with Donna, and then a 3rd time for a kind of closing out of there. And then tune into the temple to get a scene with Bartello. But yeah, this episode's really gonna just be a lot of Comspheres a lot of the time.
Is it time?
But what I will do is I'm just going to pause. Just watch the commentary, watch through the different cutscenes as I watch them.
Still, you know?
But for the Mi'ihen Highroad, we're going to have a bit more of an explanation.
Waka, you
so
have to
I'm
calm
going
down.
to stop commentating and I will see you back
You're the 8th person to say
for the Mi'ihen Highroad segment. But enjoy the other bits and pieces until we get there. So like I say, this is now the 3rd scene kind of over, and then you're going to have to go back in and out 2 more times to get the Aurochs scene where Becklam gives out to the Aurochs. Then after that one, you're going to have to go to Kilika Port 3 times, and then you're going to have to go to the temple once to have a scene with Bartello. In Luca, you just go in 3 different times, and then you can't go in anymore. And then after that, you hit Mi'ihen, and I'm going to talk to you guys when we get to Mi'ihen Highroad. Chat soon.
Take my eyes off you for 1 minute and you're playing ball. Sorry!
Nothing's changed here. You should hear the latest crazy rumor. They're accusing New Yevon of assembling an attack force inside the temple complex. They must have forgotten that they control the only road to the temple. See those kids? Their sister is in the temple too, and they haven't been able to see her.
I hope the balloons reach the temple.
They will. Apologize.
How are things at the temple?
The fiends have stopped coming. But without Baralai, everyone is uneasy. Forget about us, though. What about Killica Port? Is the Youth League protecting the town?
The Youth League's a mess now, too, without their leader.
Oh, no. And here I am, boarded up in a temple. I can't take it! Donna!
Such wanton and vocal destruction.
New Yevon and the Youth League continues to rock Spira. What's your take on the situation?
I think it's about time the people in charge stop fooling around and get their acts together. They need to tell the rest of us what they have planned for Spira's future.
What was that?
We're picking up stray sphere waves.
Anything you'd like to tell our viewers?
If the Youth League and New Yevon want to fight, that's their business. I just wish they'd do it somewhere else so the rest of us can live in peace.
Anything you'd like to say to Spira?
Well, I don't know much about no New Yevon or Youth League politicking. But I figure once blitzball season starts up, everything will be just fine.
So now that we're finished in Luca, we're going to just hop over to the Mi'ihen Highroad. Now, this particular one, I came into a bit of trouble just not being able to find my key binding. So I'm going to just show you a little easy way to change your key binding, at least on PC, so you can finish this Mi'ihen Highroad mission. But basically, from the events of Chapter 3, Rin wants to find out why the Machina went haywire, and now it's our job to kind of go to different cameras that he's put along the Mi'ihen Highroad and basically investigate the cause and call him to these scenes to put together the mystery. It's going to be unveiled in Chapter 5.
I've launched
So I'm just going to talk you through those elements in a bit.
Forgive me for asking in such a busy time, but might I request your help in this matter?
So definitely say certainly.
I am
And now we can start this mission.
With your help,
Now,
the mystery will be solved in no time.
where I got stuck
But what should we
is
do?
on
I have placed a
how
number
to
of
just
modified
change
Comspheres along
the
the
camera.
high road for use in our investigation.
So it took me a little
Should
bit
you
of time
find
to figure
anything
that out.
suspicious, please report it to me.
And as you can see, it says page down to switch Comspheres, and I was pressing page down and it wasn't reading it as that. And I tried nearly every keyboard button on my screen, and I was like, why isn't it working? So eventually, if anyone else has this issue, you just press escape on your keyboard to activate like the key binding, I suppose, settings. And I just changed it to full stop and comma, which were just easier to find. As it says, you can call Rin with the X button and switch the cameras with the page down button, but I could not for the life of me figure that out.
With that, I bid you good luck.
So, like I said, you can just press escape. That one kind of enters the settings. You can go to your keyboard, search down along until you find the one that says page down. And once we find that one, it's basically the scroll back, scroll forward. So I just changed those to full stop, and I changed the other one to comma, and now we're able to do the mission, because I was like, I am not losing 100% over not being able to like click a button. So we can switch there, and where we want to go first is to the ruins, basically. So search there, and ruins is camera number 3. So we're going to want to go to the ruins now, and basically we look there when a Machina walks by, and so now that we've moved over to the ruins, you basically just have to wait for a Machina to walk by, and then once he does, we're going to want to call Rin. So now when we end up going to the new road, we have to call Rin, and he's then going to say, oh, it seems like we're getting close to the heart of the matter. Perhaps so. So after that, we're going to have to move to the hover crash site.
It seems we are getting closer to the heart of the matter. Perhaps further investigation will yield the clues we need.
And when we land there, it's in camera number 5, a bunch of machina are going to basically storm into the camera's view. And once that happens, we have to call Ren. So we've now found a witness, someone that, so the hover has now been run off the ravine. And now the man is wounded and we're going to carry him back to safety. But hopefully he'll be able to help us identify what might have caused this. So after that, we're going to want to go to the agency front. And we're going to see a chocobo eater chasing a seagull. So there we go, seagull and chocobo eater. So call Rin. And he basically observes that, the chocobo eater is now chasing after seagulls because there's a lack of chocobos. So maybe chocobos are more safe on these roads if it's not going to just hunt them. Next up, we go to the back of the agency. And we see a lady dealing with a machina. So, did she not want to tell him about how broken the machina was? After that, we're going to want to go to the new road again. And there we end up seeing the chocobo eater chasing the hover.
Getting closer to the heart of the matter. Perhaps further investigation will yield the clues we need.
And then after that, we're going to want to go to the agency front again. And he's going to then find the driver of the hover. And he's going to basically bring him inside. And then one final trip to the back of the agency. We'll see a man working on the roof. And then he'll fall off. And that's basically our episode, guys. So the Mi'ihen Highroad investigation is a massive, massive part of Chapter 4. So you need to do all this different comspheering to like get all these little scenes, as well as, you know, tidy up and wrap up the whole scenario so we can get our episode finished in Chapter 5. But that's going to be the episode. Nothing really more to say. The next episode is going to be like the second half of these comspheres, getting all the way down to Mount Galgazet and Zanarkand, and then we will be able to move on and finally do a mission in Chapter 4 and not just watch cutscenes. So that's pretty much me now for this episode. I will chat to you guys next time. Have a good one.
I will handle the rest of the investigation and think more on this evidence. I am grateful for your help, Lady Yuna.